Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Cracking Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. We're not really cracking packs today so much as we are cracking open this Rakdos Guild Kit from Ravnica Allegiances. So let's get right into it. So I mean, of course, you've got your back information, which, you know, tells you everything that you get in the box. You've got your Rakdos deck box, you've got 60 cards, you got a Rakdos pin, you got a spin down, and of course you get a sticker, and you get some double-sided tokens, and blah, 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 blah. So, let's just get right into it. Open it up there. There it is. We are almost at pin capacity. We almost have every pin, which is what we're trying to get to here. So, all that's left after this is the Orzhov pin, which is, of course, my favorite. But we'll get there when we get there. Of course, you've got your Rakdos little like pamphlet thing, and of course there is the demon himself, good old Rakdos, Lord of Riots, and then of course you've got your information, which is hilarious. They've done it up like an old school like circus act type thing. The fantastic, sensational art of Rakdos living. Right, and then there's like, you know, the subtype underneath is never suffer alone. That's selfish. Pain is meant to be shared with others. You know, like the good stuff. The good stuff, right? And then of course you've got your deck list here that also sort of tells you about. That's weird. You've got your deck list here that tells you, like, you know, which cards and how many, and then what set they were originally printed in, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of glad that they put, like, you know, where it was originally printed. That's interesting information to have for new players. Absolutely, right? So it's kind of neat. Kind of gives you an idea of where you can go to find those cards if you're looking for them for, like, you know, making a new deck or whatever. So that's kind of neat. All right, so then without further ado, let's get right into this here. So we've got our deck here with our Rakdos. We've got our die, which is actually not a bad looking die. It's a nice red and black. And there's your Rakdos symbol right there. So much better than some of the other dice. I believe the Rakdos die and the what was it, the Simic die? No, it wasn't the Simic die. It was the Gruul? No, the Azorius. The Azorius die, the Rakdos die, and the Gruul die are all at least on color. The Simic die is more kind of green, white, blue, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like a washed out green. Like, it wasn't great. Was this it? No, that's this. Yeah, it's the Selesnya die. That's there. Like, this is the Simic die. And this is the Selesnya die. Do they look different to you? They don't really look different to me. Which seems kind of, you know, like, is the... Yeah, even the speckling that's in them looks almost identical. So it's super unfortunate that they didn't make a green and blue die when we clearly can see right here. Like, this has got green with blue speckles in it. Like, look at that. That's blue speckles. And that's an Aether Revolt die. So, you know, they could have at least done that, which would have been nice. But such is life, I guess. So again, you've got your deck boxes, which are nice for a sleeve deck, but because of this weird bottom on it, it does have a chance to possibly damage cards that are unsleeved, so you have to be very careful. If you're going to put unsleeved cards into these deck boxes, it's probably not the best. That being said, I've put all of the cards unsleeved back into these deck boxes, and they're around my room, so I'll have to double check them and just see and make sure that the cards aren't damaged, and if they are, then I'll have to put some sleeves on them and fix them up. The deck box is nice because it can hold sleeved cards. It's not so great for unsleeved cards, which is unfortunate, but such is the way the design works sometimes. Now, of course, you've got your sweet, sweet pin. Look at that Rakdos man right there. Very nice. And of course, you know, it's a nice solid metal, right? With a nice, like, you know, resin front or whatever you want to call it, enamel, I guess. And then of course you got your sticker, which you see here, and then you've got your deck, which we're going to go over right now. So of course, your Lord of Riots, there he is, Rakdos. This is the one from, I want to say Return to Ravnica. Does it say in here? Let's see. Yeah, Return to Ravnica. And then we've got our deck. Let's take a look. And let's see, how many mythics do you think? How many mythics do you think we're going to see in this one compared to the others? Now, some of you might already know, because I know the deck lists are, you know, they're public knowledge and everything, but, like, I haven't looked at any of the deck lists, so for me, it's all new. Come on, what is this? Do not want you to damage my cards. Thank you. Thank you. That's interesting. Can you guys see that? The color difference? See it? See, focus. Look at the color difference in that section of cards right there. Now, I'm not saying... Are those the tokens? They're the tokens. Okay. Good. I was going to say, is like, if those are actual cards that are in the deck, that is pretty blatant where those are sitting in your deck. If you were to shuffle, it'd be very easy to tell. But so luckily, those are actually just the tokens. See, like if we open them up, see? There you go. So that's not so bad, which would explain why the color difference, but still. Oof, that was a scary moment for me. All right, we've got a Rix Madi Reveler as our first rare here, which you guys know from the new set, Ravnica Allegiances. Then we have a Lizolda, the Blood Witch. This must be from one of the older sets, Dissension or something like that. Dissension, there it is. Avatar of Discord. So, like, Wizards of the Coast thought of Discord before Discord came out, right? That's how... Oh, not that Discord. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Bad joke, I know. Spawn of Mayhem. So there's a mythic. Another mythic for us. So that's 2 mythics so far. We've got a Rakdos Pit Dragon. Again, this is something that looks like it's from one of the older sets, because I don't remember it from Return to Ravnica. So this is probably from, what, Dissension again as well? Yeah, Dissension. All right. We've got another mythic, Master of Cruelties. Holy moly. So that puts us to 3 mythics, and Master of Cruelties is actually a very good card. Carnival Hellsteed. This is from Return to Ravnica. We've got Rakdos the Defiler, which is, this is the one from the original set? Is that what it is? Yeah, this is from Dissension. So this is the original printing of Rakdos. Holy moly, another mythic. Altvara Hellkite. My goodness. Or Utvara Hellkite. Why did I say Altvara? There's no L in there. There's no L in there, Mr. B. Get out of here. Dreadbore. This is a very good rare as well. Holy moly. Again, that's from Return to Ravnica as well. Theater of Horrors, very good Rakdos card. Solid draw mechanic, lets you draw additional cards every turn. Can't complain about that. Demon Fire, this looks like a card from Dissension as well, is that correct? Let's see. Demon Fire. Are you... Oh, you're down there, that's why. Demon Fire, Dissension, there it is. Holy moly, another mythic. This puts us up to what, 6? No, 5. Puts us up to 5 mythics. Rakdos' Return. Another good card. Rakdos' Return saw a lot of play when Return to Ravnica was out. So, of course, we've got our dragon tokens. We've got 5 dragon tokens. And on the back of the dragon tokens, we have 5 goblin tokens. So I guess we're only going to be making goblins and dragons here. So there's that. Oh man, good old Rakdos Cackler. Rakdos Cackler's good times. Unleash was a fun mechanic from that set. Return to Ravnica set. Thrill Kill Assassin. Rakdos Guild Mage. Discard a card, target creature gets -2/-2. Create a 2/1 red goblin. Wait, are those red goblins 2/1s? Oh, they are 2/1s. Wait a minute. They missed something. They missed something. These goblins are 2/1s. Right? They're supposed to have haste. Like, you know, how these dragons have a box at the bottom that says flying in it. And how, like, literally, like, if you look at any of the other red tokens that get made that have haste, they all say haste on them. They missed it. They made this a full art token, but forgot to put haste on it. I mean, it's not hard to remember that it has haste since you're making it with this guy, and so if it's coming into play, you know that this card's in play and it has the text on it that says it has haste. But still, I feel like they missed a box there. Interesting. We've got a Rakdos Shred Freak, good old 2/1 haster. Splatter Thug, first strike and unleash. Jagged Puppet. Wow, look at the art on that card. Holy moly. From Dissension, right? Yeah. Crypt Champion. Double strike, nice. Is a zombie with double strike? Sweet. Rakdos Firewheeler. Good old Blade Juggler. And then, of course, we've got our Rakdos Carnariums, which are the bounce lands, and then your Guild Gates. And then you get your sweet lands. This is the good stuff. Look at that. Look at those sweet, sweet basics. They look so awesome. My goodness. I gotta figure out what I want to do with these, because I've got a whole bunch of these now, because I've got them all from each of the guild kits, and I want to make sure that I do something with them, like put them into my draft box or something along those lines. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'm going to do something. Riot Spikes is our first aura enchantment thing. Rakdos Signet. Ah, so they put the Signets in here. Sweet. The Signets are very good, because it's 2 mana, and you pay 1 and make 2, which is very nice. Rakdos Charm. Very good Rakdos Charm as well. Rakdos Keyrune, Skewer the Critics, Augur Spree, good removal spell as well. Nice Dead Rebels, of course. Cackling Flames, 3 damage to any target. Hellbent. Huh. Interesting. Wrecking Ball, good old Wrecking Ball, destroy target creature or land. And then of Carnival and Carnage. I kind of wish that they had put like Bedevil in, maybe instead of Dreadbore. Although Dreadbore is pretty sweet because it's destroy a target creature or planeswalker, and it's only 2 mana. I don't know. I think I would have preferred Bedevil, but maybe that would have made the balance a little bit too strong. But I mean, out of these guild kits, none of them have had planeswalkers in them, right? So the second ability on Dreadbore doesn't have any impact, right? So it's essentially just destroy target creature, because there are no planeswalkers in any of these guild kits. So if you're playing the guild kits against each other, there's no planeswalkers. So like, it's not going to have any impact. Carnival and Carnage was a very good card as well. Nice little double card from Ravnica Allegiances. And there you go. Holy moly. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it on this end over here? See that? There's like a little like line that runs like right down the middle of this card. See it? Look at that. It's very, very easy to spot in person. It's like a little tiny groove all the way down the center of this card. It's hard to see it in the light on the camera, but like, see it? It runs all the way. Look at it. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. I didn't spot it when I opened the card up, but I was looking at it from this angle over here, and I could see the little line. And it looks like it's the only one that has that, which is kind of weird. So there you go. But I mean, holy moly, 5 mythics in this guild kit. Talk about lots of mythics. My goodness. I'm going to have to go back through and be like, each of these decks, here's the mythic counts for each of them. That's crazy. right? So anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little, like, sort of unboxing and look at all of the contents of the Rakdos Guild Kit. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. As always, may your pulls ever be better.